hope everyone can hear me. You guys can respond like if you're able to see me. Okay, no audio, but here it is showing me that I have a mic associated with it and it is taking this mic into consideration. Let me check. Okay, audio is very low. Wait. How about now? How about now? I've increased the audio to max. Hello. I think, yeah, now the audio is fine. Yes. All right, guys. Very excited. At least I am. So, yeah, I just did some fancy setup just for the stream. I didn't want like, bad quality camera setup or anything. Uh, all right. So, Allison is here. Iqbal is here. Aryan Yadav. You can even post it in the group, tag your friends and people who who are participating in the game jam. Please call them and we can start with the game stream. All right. So, okay. So let me start by creating a world. But by the way, uh, uh, I guess there will be lot of questions already. So it will be nice if you guys get started with the questions. So that I can pick them up and make sure I cover those questions in your doubts. Give me a moment, I'll just slide. Maybe it will improve the audio quality a little bit. Okay. Hmm. So you can see there are like a lot of games, and all these games are created using Zimension itself. I mean, it's a no code game development platform, and the games you see here, I mean, Chair in a Room, Island of Thieves, these are proper games. Some are just experiences, like you can explore around the world, right? So, this game has took some efforts, like not exactly months, but few days to create this game, and the same goes with Island of Thieves. I'll show you more. Yeah, this game actually was created in 3 to 4 hours. That's it. Even though we have later on optimized by adding baked textures in the castle, but initially that game was made in just 3 to 4 hours on MacBook. I was getting bored on a hotel, and I just thought, why not just create a game? And I was able to pull this off. So you can try this as well. Uh, Apart from that, there are a lot of worlds. This is the game that is in the full beginner tutorial. So let's see whether we are able to play the game in full screen, because sometimes OBS and full screen does give a lot of trouble. Yeah, you can ask questions right away. Questions are very important. This stream itself is not like a tutorial, but more like, a way for you guys to communicate, ask me critical questions, because you guys will be creating games using Dimension. So I don't want you guys to face issues during the competition. So why just ask it again right now? Do we have any questions? Also, I would suggest you guys, if you have something in mind, like, it's a hack I'm giving away. So, regardless of what will be the theme, you can, however, create some sort of assets for your world, which you can put and rearrange based on the theme. So that is a bonus for you guys. You can, start practicing making some words, making some environment, whatever is your idea. And then later on, whatever theme IGDC will decide. Earlier, it was on us to decide the theme, but right now, IGDC, the JEDI, Game Development Association of India, they will provide us the theme. And based on that, we all gonna, start the competition. I'm not participating, okay? Please don't get crash. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, that's a very interesting question. So, yes, you can, of course, import your own 3D asset. Just make sure it is in GLB format. And you can also upload FBX, but FBX is not recommended because it gives issues with the environment lighting. So it's better to have GLB format, and it can have all your rigs and all. But if you want to use your character and you somebody's asking that like what kind of rig you need to add. One thing you can do is you can use any of the Zimension's character, and in the animations, wait, I'll show you. I'll directly show you. Okay, I hope the stream is working right now. I'll create a new world. S- Stream, stream with Zisha. Okay. So, can you guys see my screen? Uh, Let me answer some of the questions. Acha, okay. So there is no particular advantage for premium members apart from like what they can export their game and they can have more storage to put heavy assets. Judging criteria, trust me, will be on the creativity and how smartly and how creatively you build the game. So, I know there are a lot of big studios are also participating, but Dimension is beginner friendly platform. So, whoever comes up with a minimalistic idea and very smart way to execute an end-to-end game, that will be, kind of a winner. And that is something Jedi told me. Like they are very exclusive about the students and people who are entering into the industry. So yeah, I think I believe you guys need to be very confident about your game if you love the idea that you are executing here. I believe you have a shot of winning it. Trust me, it's not about like who has the premium and who has the better advantage. But yeah, like if you want to upload like high quality assets and it's going beyond the limit, then maybe you can get the premium subscription. But I think the amount, the type of game you need in games Dimension, I think it can be done very easily with a free tier. Trust me. And if you guys are facing any challenges, just let me know. We will just refactor the things for you guys. Let me check some other comments as well. Okay, use of theme, gameplay, individual presentation. Yep, correct, Allison. Try to import, but file is showing it's like, hmm, time is biggest. Uh, so try to see. I think it's a web based game, and even your game should load quickly on the device, pe for people who are trying, for the judges, right? So try to use low poly items, and a lot of good games are made out of highly optimized low poly objects. Low poly in the sense, if you guys can see my screen, I think my screen is stuck. So let me do a magic trick. Yeah. So, okay, let me go back. I will first change the background, right? So instead of just this main sky, I'll use this, you know, the tree and the grass and this textured sky. Then I'll go to ground and I will pick grass so that it matches with the surrounding. But you can see the default texture with proper white base color. It is, somewhat bluish. So what we're gonna do is we will directly change the base color so that it somewhat matches with, the texture of the surrounding. Okay, let me give it more subtle behavior, maybe like this. Okay, so it is, kind of matching the background. And I hope my screen is not okay. It's not stuck. Now we will add a tree. So the models you see here are nothing but GLB files that we have selected and added to the platform. This tree is very optimized. It's less than 1 MB. You can see, even the shadows are proper. It loads quickly. And if you repeat the objects a lot, like let's say I'm pressing Shift D to duplicate it and making another copy. So this way, your models will load quicker because the tree file will be loaded once and all the copies will not take any more time to load, right? So you can have duplicate items. And for the low poly, which I was talking about, look at this tree. This tree is a low poly tree, you can see. But in game, people actually don't care much about realism, to be very honest, because realism does not have a good value in today's world of Unreal Engine, right? You can open Unreal Engine and after hours of coding, you can easily make a realistic environment, right? But uh, game development is all about picking the right assets, maintaining the art style, and making sure your game is fun to play and it has a hook, it has an engaging thing. It can be like you see Roblox, right? Roblox have potato graphics, but yet it has billions of plays. So you guys have a shot at Dimension by doing something similar. So again, speaking of art style, this tree is low poly, but everything else is textured. So this tree is looking out of place. So again, a lot of early stage game developers make this mistake to put different art style into one single world or environment. But I'm just showing you what exactly low poly objects look like. You see this portion, right? Or this stone or this tree, or these are low poly. You can get by just looking at them, right? Like this box, right? It is again low poly. So I'll show you like how the basic mechanism work. And I'll add a character, and that way I will explain like how somebody who has their own character can actually use it. This feature again will be added maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. And you can ping me. You can always comment on the group, like whoever is interested to have their own character as that like an avatar or something. So first, I'll just import one character from the Zimensions library. Of course, this is Nikhil Malankar. This is Siddharth, the game tout. Let me add this Indian man with kurta. So this is a completely playable character, right? And if you notice, there are some animations. If I scroll to the animations tab here, and you can see I can switch these animations. So there are a couple of fundamental animations, few like idle, then we have jump, right? And jump forward is the main one. So if you have all five to six, I'll put this in the group. If you have this five to six animations in your character can be easily playable as a avatar. So, but make sure you have the action, action with exact name as written over here. Like, idle, walking forward, all the walking ones, all the running ones, and the jumping forward ones, and also the waving one, this one. So if you have this exact name, Zimension, will soon support the your own characters as playable, avatars. So how do I, for example, let's say this is the character I have uploaded, and these are the animations. It has actually detected that this particular character, you can add it as a character, and by that I mean you can use it to play as an avatar. But since it's already in the library, so to play with him, I'll go to avatar. Now this is avatar setting. Right now we have just basic one, but I can click over here and then I can go back all the way down. So these are my own avatars, so whatever characters I have created or I have added as a character from the library itself. These are my characters. And if I scroll down here, so these are library character which is available for everyone, right? So let me see, do we have this uncle? Yeah, yeah, Indian man in kurta. It's already there. Anyone can use him as a avatar. If I select it and if I play the game, it will play with that character. Let me open the preview mode. Ah, the moment I'm playing, the OBS is freezing the stream for some reason. But again, I'll try once again. I am back, guys. I am back. I am back again. So, well, if anybody can help me out with this OBS thing, it's getting crash as soon as I'm opening in full screen mode. Dimension basically opens in full screen mode. So, any suggestions, guys? Anyway, so instead of playing, I will just keep on building the game. Okay, so all right. So let me show you how you can, make some, actions into this. Like, First of all, this uncle is doing namaste. We will, on some event, we will make uncle talk. So I'll just write the event name, talk. And on this event, he will do this talking animation. All right. And yeah, you can see this event is created. And this interaction, we will just write something like talk to me, right? And what will happen when somebody interacts, right? Then we will trigger this event called talk, which we just created. So what should happen is the moment I play game and I go near the person, it will show me like, interact with the person, and then it will do play this animation. Okay, so we will play the once I think I'll figure this OBS thing out, and then I'll show you like how everything works. Apart from that, I want to show you like somebody asked about the scripting feature. So you guys was wondering where is my scripting feature. So actually, this is only for the premium user because you get access to complete engine, and the documentation is still not out yet, and there can be security vulnerabilities associated with it. So that's why we have given it to all the premium members only. But if some of you are really interested for this, then you can ping me. I can give you like a free trial where you can write a script. So once I loaded, this is basically engine. It has a lot of different methods in event, and through this you can write your own logic. Like, this basically checks what event has occurred. So if you have created any event like the one we have created, talk, so you can check whether the current event name is talk, and then you can execute your code. A code contains like, changing the world lighting or position of a point, position of sun, or maybe doing something like having a scene transition, or disappearing multiple objects at once. So a lot of things you can do here, but I think that will be too complex for the beginner. So just ignore the scripting part. It is a no-code platform, and the script you write won't be that much valued in the game jam as well, right? So that is for like, more advanced people, like if you're an agency and you need that particular custom feature in Dimension, then this is the thing. And as of now, we are personally supporting for the scripting part because documentation is not out yet. Yeah, one script that is open for you guys is the item scripting. So as you can see here, uh, there are a couple of events like on load. Once the item is loaded, you will get the item and the engine as well. So this on render is basically that on tick method in other engines where it triggers something in each frame, and you have the item object. So maybe you can change the position of item. For example, this is the way like you can change the position item dot mesh object dot position dot set, and these are the values. So maybe on each frame you can have a sign function where you can change the position, and then on start event, and again on a particular event you can trigger something regarding that particular item. And by item I mean which is selected, like this guy or this box or something, right? So these are the complex part. Now let me create a transition. For example, let's say I want this uncle to walk from point A to point B. So I'll select him, and I will add another state, and in this state I will make him go here. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Now, I will create a transition, right? So for transition, you need at least two states. So I will select state one and state two. And this is getting too fast, so let's make it 2 seconds, right? And it's keep on repeating. So maybe we can have a follow-up, like, he goes back again. So let me go back to initial state. So now we have initial state and state one. Again, the going back can be 2 seconds. But he's not walking, right? For that, we need to add another animation over here. I'll choose walking, right? This way, you can, make anybody walk. But here is the issue. He's just doing a moonwalk, walking backward. So for that, it's essential we rotate the person. So here I will add another state, right? State 1, state 2, and in state 2 I will make him rotate backward. So I'll go to the rotation, turn around, right? And again add another state where I can move him back to the original position. Okay. And then again, we can add another state to rotate him back to the initial position like this. Or I can just put the values over here, 0. All right, so from state 1, state 2, state 3, state 4, state 5. And similarly, I'm gonna add them into this step 4 and initial stage. See, okay, so the going back part is pretty fast. Here we can make it like zero point 0.4. Here we can make it 2 or 3 maybe. And then the last turning part is zero point 0.2. So this way you can create multiple transition. You can make character walk from one place to another place and on different sequence. You can even have a zombie, roaming around here, and you have to go pass through the zombie, avoiding the contact. So this way you can create some transition. So let me go back to chat again. There are some interesting questions. Okay, all participants must have same engine, ensure everyone at the same. Okay, so again, no other engine is allowed, right? You have to build the game using Zimension. This is like, the first rule. Anyways, you cannot submit, and you will not be allowed to submit the game built on another engine. I'll show you how exactly you're gonna publish the game. Let me just read this live chat. My game idea, which is simple, but when I import them, I'm not able to import it due to size and some reason. So 15 MB is, I think, very much allowable size. I mean, the character you see here, it itself 23 MBs. No, no, yeah, Aryan, you gave a nice idea, but I am capturing a window, not the entire screen. Still, it's crashing. Uh, I'm not sure about how many people will participate. I mean, we got around 200 entries so far, and even like half of them will participate. That will be way enough for us. So the gameplay, shorter the better, right? But it should not be like, 1 minute game or something or 40-second game. So gameplay can be, I think the camera feed is off. So I'm just turning off the camera and I'll be speaking anyways. So hopefully now I can actually showcase the full screen wala part. But yeah, yeah, I think the camera battery is dead basically. It's an old camera. So next time this won't happen, but maybe being optimistic, and maybe if the camera feed is off and I'm just playing around with one screen, so hopefully I'll be able to play this game. Let's try. But yeah, that the gameplay can be any long, but I recommend make it like short, like 5 minutes. I'll tell you why. Because judges won't have much time to play. They will just see the gameplay and everything. But imagine if your game is you have created a really nice hook that the player wants to end the game no matter what. So imagine the entire game completes in 5 minutes or 3 minutes. That will have more shot of winning, to be very honest, because the mention itself is targeted to make short games. Like you open in browser, you play around, and then you shift, move to another game. So uh, that's something, I'm hoping for. Another thing is, one second. Any more questions? Yes, I am actually invested in making the game. Nice one. I should answer the question. Yes, 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 I am answering. Uh, yeah, yeah. Actually, Alison mentioned a very important point. So, maximum size of asset for free account is 40 MB. So if you are planning to add bigger assets, then you have to get a premium plan, because everything is stored in cloud. So these assets and everything will be stored onto Zimension servers, and you can access it, of course, anywhere. Anybody can play it. So hence there is a size limitation for it. Otherwise, we don't want people using Zimension as Google Drive, right? So that's the thing. Uh, Options are. Hmm. Oh yeah. Maybe I'll put my camera box somewhere here next time. Okay, how many kind of games can create in Dimension, right? Like horror, puzzle solving, we can create apart from these. So platformers is a very good way to get started. Like, you can just have moving platforms and make the character jump over them, have some hurdles, have something like a spike, which through which people character. I mean, you can refer Reach Up. Reach Up is the best example in Dimension, which is a platformer. Apart from that, there are a couple of different type like completely different platform game, like VR games you can create, where you can give some your character some weapon, and you can make the world optimized for VR, so that things are nearby, not far away, because in virtual reality all the objects should be as close as possible, then only you'll be able to see the details. So I'll show you how to make the VR game as well, but I'll just go through the questions first. uh, Sir, what will be the perks of GDI backing the game? Yeah, the perks are very simple. First of all, your game will get visibility. I mean, of course, the industry experts will evaluate your game, and they will give you free passes to all the winners, just winners, not everyone. And they will also give certificates. So I will try to get more certificates for more winners. We will also try to have more than three winners. So right now we just told about first, second, and third, but our team is planning to add more and more winners, so that the count increases and more people, more participants should get the benefit from this. Uh, okay. Can we make EXE or APK? Yep, I'll show you. So see, these are the export options as of now. So we have export web static file. So if you have your own website, you can just download the zip file and extract those file into that web public folder, and your game will be live, and it will be completely independent on Dimension. But you can see there is a green dot which says it's a premium feature, because of course you're taking the game out of a platform, so hence it's a premium one. Exporting exe again, it's a premium feature, but you will be able to download the complete offline game and you can play it on your Windows PC. And these are basic exports like GLB format. The entire scene will be exported as a huge GLB file, which you can, open in Blender and maybe render it. So yeah, the an APK is coming soon. We have done some trial, but there is some issues with the files, like how it opens certain folder and access those game files. So that is coming soon, right? Okay. What else do we have? Oh, Siddharth is here. Our game tout. Siddharth, if you want, We can connect over a Gmeet maybe, and then we'll put our boxes onto the stream so that you can also, ask some interesting questions and make this stream even more interesting. Let me talk to him. All right, so before crashing the stream again, we'll give it another shot. Let's see this time if I play the game, it crashes or not. One, two, three, go. Oh, it was no, no. It will work when I'll click on play button. Hello guys, I'm back again. And this time I'm hoping for a different workaround. And yes, so people who are joining the stream now, so this is like a Zimension's pre-game jam stream where I'll be answering all the questions of all the users and how do you guys can create a game here. So let me try and play the game now. First, I will refresh this and I'll click on preview. Ah,